Our topic is about motion and time. So in this topic, first of all, we should know what is motion and what is rest and what are the different types of motion. So that motion part will complete, and next topic is about time. So in this, what is the basic unit of time and what are the different units of time, and combining these both and time, motion and time, we will get that speed. So that is going to cover in this topic. Okay children, so first of all we should know about rest. So what is rest? A body is said to be in rest position. When we can say that a body is in rest position? So a body is in rest position, that means it does not change its position. That means a body is said to be in rest. A body is said to be in rest. When we can say that a body is said to be in rest, it means if it does not change its position, if it does not change its position, if it does not change its position with respect to time, with respect to, WRT indicates with respect to time or with respect to surroundings. So with respect to time or with respect to surroundings, if a body does not change its position, then we can say that that body is in rest position. What is the meaning of rest? It does not. It should not change its position. So when the body does not change its position, which means if no external force acts on the body, if no external force acts on the body, then the body is in rest position. For example, if you keep a book on a table, it is the book, and you kept this book on the table, right? So this book is in rest position or in motion? It is in rest position. For example, it is your room. In this room there is a TV, there is a bed, there is a clock, etc. So what is the meaning of surrounding? Which means here we are comparing the book. Here our object is book. Except this book, whatever the things which are present in the room, those all the things comes under surroundings to this book. So here I am saying that the book is in rest position with respect to surroundings. So here surroundings indicates all the other objects, whatever the objects which are present in the room except this book. So all those objects comes under surroundings to the book. So with respect to the surroundings and with respect to time. So here if you are comparing with respect to time, that means let's say the time right now is 8:45, for example 8:45 AM. So here the book is on the table at a particular position. Unless until if you apply some amount of force on the book, that means if you don't apply any force on the book and the time moves on, let's say later on the time is 10 o'clock, 10 AM, the book is in a same position. When the book is in same position, if you should not apply any force or if you should not touch the book to move, so until unless the book is in the same position, which means with respect to time, at whatever the time is, the object does not change its position. So at 8:45 AM the book is on the same table and 10 a.m. the book is on the same table without changing its position. So with respect to time and with respect to surroundings, if the body, here the body is book. What is the body means? Here the body means book. So if the body does not change its position, is it changing its position? No, it does not changing its position. So that we can say that that body is in rest position. Okay. So simply once revise this definition. A body is said to be in rest position. A body is said to be in rest position if it does not changing its position. If it does not changing its position with respect to surroundings or with respect to time, then we can say that the body is in rest position. For this rest position, we can give so many examples. If we fix a clock to a wall, it is the wall. To this wall, we will fix that clock with the help of a nail or something else. So, is the clock moves at any time? The hands in a clock moves. Okay, but the clock does not move. So simply can we say that the clock is in rest position? And we will fix a TV in the almirah or to the wall. The TV is in rest position forever. Okay, so we can say that the TV is in a rest position with respect to any surroundings or with respect to time. At any time, the TV is in a rest position until unless we will change the TV to another room. Okay, so for this, in this way, we can give so many examples for the rest position. Is it clear to everyone? Next, same regarding motion. Next one is about motion. Right? A body is said to be in motion. A body is said to be in motion. When we can say that a body is said to be in motion, if it does changes its position with respect to time or with respect to surroundings. So in the previous case, the body does not, it should not changes its place. That is what we call that as rest. But in this case, a body is said to be in motion. When we can say that a body is said to be in motion, if it does changes its position. If a body changes its position with respect to time or with respect to surroundings, then we can say that that body is in motion. Is it clear? So if we give the examples for this, for example, on a road, here is a tree. Okay, and here is a house, and here is a bench. Right? So on the road, there is a person who is moving on a bicycle. A person is there and this person is moving on the bicycle in this direction. Okay, he is moving in a particular direction. Okay, Nama? It is the bicycle and there is a person on the bicycle, and here there is a house, tree and a bench which is located besides the road. Okay, so if you observe this, the person along with cycle is moving in a particular direction, right? Let's say the time is 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. Okay, 8 a.m. If you compare here, our object, our body, our thing is person. Here, what we are comparing? We are comparing the person. Is that clear? So here the person is on the bicycle and he is riding the bicycle. When we compare with respect to surroundings or with respect to time, if the person changes its position, yet for example the time is 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. At 8 a.m. the person is at this position with the bicycle. Later on, let's say the time is 8 hours 2 minutes. 8 hours 2 minutes. So at 8 hours 2 minutes, is the person located at the same position? Definitely no. The person may be at this particular position because he is moving. He is riding the bicycle. He is applying some amount of force on the bicycle. So that obviously, whenever the force applies on any object, the body does not exist at that particular position. So the position of the cycle changes from here to here. So at 8 o'clock, the position of the body is here, and at 8 hours 2 minutes, the position of the body is here. So here the body changes its position or not? Here the body changes its position with respect to time. Here we compared with time. So at 8 a.m. it is here, and 8 hours 2 minutes it is here. So with respect to time we compared. So the position of the body changes. Next, with respect to surroundings. So here if you observe this, at this position the distance between, if you compare this person with a tree, let's say the distance is x meters. Okay, he changes his position from here to here. Definitely the distance increases or not? From here to here the distance increases. So with respect to time or with respect to surroundings, okay, if the position of the body changes, then we can say that that body is in rest position. Sorry, that body is in motion. If the position of the body changes, then we can say that the body is in motion. So remember children, rest and motion both are related to each other. I am erasing this. If you have any doubt regarding the definitions of rest and motion, okay. Rest and motion both are related to each other, Amma. So rest and motion both are related to each other. How this rest and motion both are related to each other? Which means here I said that rest and motion both are related to each other. Rest and motion are related to each other. So there is a relation between rest and motion. So there exists a relation between rest and motion, so that we call this as relative motion. In this relative motion, which means that the two terms rest and motion are related to each other, which means here we have to focus on only two things, right? What we are comparing, first point is what we are comparing, second point is with what we are comparing. So to say that a body is in rest or a body is in motion, so we have to observe two bodies, body 1 and body 2. So in the definition we said that a body is in rest or a body is in motion. Here we are saying that a body is in rest or a body is in motion. How we can say that a body is in rest or a body is in motion? That means with respect to surroundings or with respect to time. So here the body what we are comparing, that comes under first body, with what we are comparing, that comes under the second body. So with what we are comparing means with respect to time or with respect to surroundings. So with respect to time or with respect to surroundings comes under the second body, and original body what we are comparing, that comes under the category of first body. Focus on this. What we are comparing, remember these 2 points so that it's easy to say that that body is in rest or that body is in motion. It's so easy. Just focus on this. How many bodies we should have? 2 bodies. First body is what the body we are comparing. Second one is with what body we are comparing. దేనితో కంపేర్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఓకేనమ్మా? So here I will use some examples so that it easy to understand you. Okay, so the 2 points we have to focus on, what we are comparing with what we are comparing. If you know these two, what are these 2 bodies, then you can get this relative motion, which means here I am giving the examples to find out the relative motion, so that please listen carefully. So what we are comparing with what we are comparing, I said that 2 points. So based upon those 2 points, here the major role plays is distance. What we observe between those 2 bodies, we observe that between 2 bodies we have to observe the distance. Okay, so already I said 2 bodies, what we are comparing comes under the first body, and with what we are comparing comes under the second body. So those are the 2 bodies. In between the 2 bodies, the distance varies. If the distance varies between the 2 bodies, the distance varies between the 2 bodies. Varies means either increases or decreases. That means if the distance changes, varies means changing, maybe increase or maybe decrease. The distance varies between the 2 bodies, then we can say that those bodies are in motion with respect to each other. Okay. Second one. Here in this relative motion, what is the main term? The important term is distance. While we are comparing the 2 bodies, in between the 2 bodies, if the distance varies, that means either may increase or decrease. The distance varies, then we can say that that body is in motion. If the distance does not varies, that means does not changes between the 2 bodies, then we can say that that bodies are in a rest position. Right? Here these are important to find out the relative motion. That means whether we can say that that body is in rest or that body is in motion, we have to observe the distance between the 2 bodies. So distance plays a key role. Okay, Nama? So here I will give a basic example so that you can easily understand. Right? So comes to the example for this relative motion. Road, it is a road. On the road there is a car. So here there are 2 persons, P1 and P2. There are 2 persons in the car, and this car is on the road. Okay, here there is a house. Okay, so there is a house. Here birds are flying, and here there is a tree, and here there is a person P3. Okay, Nama, this is the example. Here I am saying that here there should be two bodies to compare. Here, to compare anything, to say that whether the bodies are in rest or in motion. Okay, Amma, we must require two bodies. So here there are the person 1, person 2, person 3 here. He is in rest, sitting. He sit. What is the position? He sits beside the road at a particular position. So with respect to person 1, what is the position of the tree? So compare. Initially the car is moving in this direction. The car is moving in that particular direction. So person 1 is in the car and there is a tree. So I am with respect to person 1, what is the position of the tree? Right? What is the position of the tree? Here we must observe the distance between two bodies. So the car is in motion. So the person is also in the car. P1 is also in the car. So if you observe this, the car is moving towards my left hand side. Okay. So here I am writing the direction: east, west, north and south. So the car is moving towards the west. So the person is also moving towards the west. If you observe the two objects, the person is comparing with a tree. So with respect to P1, the tree, what is the position of the tree? Rest or motion? So the distance between the two bodies are varying. With respect to P1 and tree, the distance varies because the car is in motion, so that P1 is also in motion. Is that clear? So that P1 and tree are in motion with respect to each other. And there are two persons in the car, P1 and P2. Compare the two persons P1 and P2. Here what we have to compare? We have to compare the distance. So the distance between the two persons P1 and P2 is not varying. The distance between the persons P1 and P2 is not varying. That means it is constant. So that the persons P1 and P2 are in a rest position. Okay. So here I am writing that positions of each persons, so that you can easily understand. Later on we can compare this P1, P2, and here there exists a tree. Okay. So here I am comparing P1 and P2. P1, P2. What is the position of P1 and P2? The position of P1 and P2 is rest. Why it is in rest? Because even though the car is moving, the persons at P1 and P2 are in the same car. The distance between the two persons is not varying, so that P1 and P2 are in a rest position. In the same way, compare P1 and P3. P1 and P3 are in a motion. P1 and car rest. P2 and car rest. P3 and tree rest. Birds P1, P2 and birds P2 and birds. Okay, so birds are flying in particular direction and car is moving in another direction. So P1 and birds, P2 and birds are motion. P3 and birds, this person 3 and birds also comes under motion. Okay, next, house and birds also motion. Okay, this house and birds comes under also the category of motion. Okay, children, we will continue with the next topic, continuation for this in the next class. Thank you.